Hello, I am Carla Lauder, and we're here at GeoWeek with some really exciting new products being showcased on our floor today. I'm here with Anders Öckerlund of Hexagon, and we are going to talk about their new bathymetric sensor and why that's so exciting. So, can you give us kind of an overview of your new product and what's the HawkEye all about?
Yeah, so the HawkEye is a deep penetrating LiDAR system. So it's a system used for natural coastal mapping programs around the globe. And actually 40% of the world population lives close to shore. So that makes that area a very high value area to protect. It's affected by storms, by rising sea levels, and of course you have shipping traffic and infrastructure there. So it's a very high value area, and those sensors collect both topographic LiDAR, imaging, and bathymetric LiDAR simultaneously at the same time. And they are also used for river mapping projects, so flooding analysis of rivers. And a very recent application that we are developing is actually blue carbon mapping. So seagrass on the seabed, sequestering carbon dioxide from the air. 80% of the carbon dioxide cycle goes through the ocean and is sequestered in and stored in the sediment. So it actually stores, up to 15 times as rainforest. So
Wow.
that's a very interesting new application.
Can you talk a little bit more about some of what makes HawkEye capable of those applications?
Yeah, so the HawkEye has been around for quite some years now, but what's really new with this HawkEye 5 is that we have shrinked it dramatically, so the last version was much bigger, and it's installed in a stabilized mount, and that saves up to 25% of the flight cost. Also the carbon footprint, of course, because it's less flight hours. And maybe what's most important is that it also decreased the project times. You can do more projects a year and have a higher return of investments. So that's the key benefit with the new released product. There are also some other benefits, increased depth penetration and so on. So we have tweaked it a little.
Nice. And can you talk a little bit more too about who the kind of target user is for the HawkEye 5? Who do you think can get the most benefit out of adapting to this system?
Yeah, so here in the US we have some large survey companies using our equipment. Also governmental agencies like NOAA has a bathymetric LiDAR system capability. So in US it's the most developed application is the coastal survey. A lot of projects have been gone on in Alaska, where those systems really shine, where you combine the topo bathymetric LiDAR with multi-beam boat survey, and by that you save a lot of money and you can do it faster. An emerging application here in the US is the river survey. So in the 3-depth program they want to survey I believe all rivers in the US. It has not really started yet, but only some pilot projects. That application has been more developed in other parts of the world, so especially in Japan, they have surveyed the 109 priority rivers of Japan. So they basically can forecast in advance when a flooding event will happen based on the weather forecast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. I know that in the U.S., we have fewer river gauges and things of that nature too. So having any kind of better understanding of our waterways is going to be important, I think. So
Yeah.
looking forward to them kind of really getting into that with 3-depth. Can you also kind of let us know, how does this fit into the overall portfolio of Hexagon's, aerial products? Is this something that you think you'll be kind of incrementally changing over the years? Is this kind of like the end-all be-all coastal sensor? How does it fit in the rest of your products?
Yeah, so you can see we have some other airborne sensors here as well. They have very similar form and shape, and that's of course because we try to use similar components and in all the different systems, similar workflows to simplify for our customers and also to be able to offer a better customer support. if we compare like 10 years ago, so over the last 10 years, the point density has roughly increased with 10 times, and depth penetration with like not so much, but at least 20%, I would say.
Yep.
So it's absolutely a development in bathymetric LiDAR. Also, the number of sensors that are out are much more now than, so it has really developed over 10 years, and I see that this business is going to continue to rise. US has been early on adopter for the coastal management programs. I see other countries are following around the world. So I think this has a bright future for the nearest period.